Skill theory and exercises is a core component from the skill training portion that takes place immediately after topic in chunks and topic prediction. During this component, students learn a reading skill, which helps in analyzing reading passages and in developing the student's academic scaffolding by learning related skills throughout the term that progress in difficulty. To prepare for this component, you will need the textbook and the answer key or class guide. To teach or simulate this component, you will need the textbook. This component will be simulated during training.
Okay, let's go ahead and look at our skill theory for today. What are we learning today, Megan?
Understanding vocabulary in context.
Very good. And what do good readers look for, Sharon?
Context clues.
Good. Let's go ahead and circle that. And why do they look for context clues, Sharon?
To help figure out the meanings of new and unfamiliar vocabulary.
Good. Okay, let's go ahead and underline that part. Okay, and what are context clues, Megan?
Words, parts of words, and sentences.
Good. And where are they found?
Near or around the unfamiliar word.
Good. Okay, let's go ahead and underline that part. Okay, so now that we have a general idea of context clues, let's go ahead and look at the different types. What is the first type, Sharon?
Definition.
Good. Now the definition context clue, where do writers often define these words, Megan?
Immediately after writing them.
Good. Let's actually go ahead and underline that part. And what verbs do they usually use, Sharon?
Be or mean.
Good. And let's underline that. Okay, so if a writer uses these strategies, you know that it is a definition context clue. What is the next context clue, Sharon?
Exemplification.
Good. So now that we learned the 4 different types of context clues, let's go ahead and do some examples. I'm going to go and start with my example. Cell phone addiction means to be dependent on mobile phones. Okay, so here's my example. What is the definition of cell phone addiction, Sharon?
To be dependent on mobile phones.
Very good. And how did you know that?
Because it had the word means.
Good. And what type of context clue is this?
Definition.
Excellent job. Okay, so now that you guys seen my example, let's go ahead and do one of yours. Megan, can you give me an example?
Power walking means to walk quickly.
Good. And what is the definition of power walking, Sharon?
To walk quickly.
Good. And how did you know that?
Because it has the word means.
And what type of context clue is this?
Definition.
Very good. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some practice exercises. Let's go to skill practice number 1, question number 2. What is the word that we are trying to find? Sharon?
Versatile.
Very good. And what is the answer to question number 2?
B. Exemplification.
And how did you know that?
Because of the word for instance.
Very good. Let's go ahead and do one more.